So let's introduce our lovely ladies. Start off with whoever wants to talk first.
You can go first.
So pretty much your age,
Uh-huh.
your name, location, and dating status.
Okay. My name is Brandy Ashley. I am 24 years old. I currently live in Fresno, California. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And I am single as fuck.
What did you say your age was?
24.
24.
Yes.
What about yourself?
My name is Laura Ann. I'm 25. My birthday was actually on Thursday.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you. I'm from Fresno, and I am single.
Okay. So what made you ladies want to get on the podcast today?
I saw a few of the reels, actually, and I was, really interested in being a part of the podcast. And so I did, some conversations that you guys had regarding, experiences and relationships and just, interesting, interactions with people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made
Drew
me
you
want to,
in.
yeah.
What about you?
She's
or
like,
she just drug you?
yeah,
with
she's
it?
like,
You're coming with me.
hey, I'm doing a podcast because we're also doing something else today,
Yeah.
working somewhere else today.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
she's like, might as well, and I was like,
Yeah, let's go.
might as well.
Fuck it, YOLO.
yeah,
I
no,
guess.
for real.
Yeah.
All right, so what are some crazy experiences you've had in the dating scene?
Crazy experience. Okay, what do you mean by crazy?
What's your definition of crazy? There's all types of crazy.
There's a lot of different types of crazy.
You got this.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
I
She
got it. I already
she got
got
excited
it.
about that. She's like, oh,
yeah.
all right, let's go.
Okay, so actually my last relationship that I had, I was with the guy for 4 years, and we were actually not really high school sweethearts, but we did meet in high school. We dated freshman year for maybe 7 months. I don't count that.
Was he a friend before?
Yes, we met through a mutual friend. Yeah.
So was he in the friend zone, or was he?
He was in the friend zone, but
How long was he in the friend zone for?
Ooh, it was so long ago. I don't even remember. But
What took him out of the friend zone?
that is a great question. Well, that was back in high school.
Something put him in the friend zone, and something had to take him out. So, what put him in the friend zone, and then what took him out of the friend zone?
If I could remember, he was flirting with me, and he was technically my very first boyfriend, so I didn't really have much experience in dating. But we did break up during high school, and then we reconnected after high school, and that's when we lasted longer and dated for 4 years. But my crazy story about that, he ended up cheating on me, and he got his coworker pregnant. And he broke the news to me, and I was in shock. I didn't believe it.
While you guys were still dating?
No, we were boyfriend and girlfriend already. We were boyfriend and girlfriend for 4 years. And I was just in shock. I was like, there's no way. He worked 2 jobs. How did you find the time to do that? Even I was confused. How? How do you find the time? But, if you really want to, I guess people will make time.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he told me, she was 2 weeks pregnant.
Shit.
Yeah, and so I broke up with him right then and there, and I kicked him out.
Oh, you guys were living together?
Yeah, we were living together. But this leads up to my crazy story. So he was getting his stuff out of our place that we had together, and his girlfriend somehow knew that he was coming over to pick up his stuff. So next thing you know, I'm just waiting for him to grab all his things and leave. And next thing you know, she's banging on the front door. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm walking towards the door, and he's like, no, you stay there. And I'm like, what?
Don't tell me to stay there.
I know.
Talk about-
What you mean? I'm gonna, well, But anyway, I did stay, and I was like, okay, you get the door,
my
some mad person.
Man, I'm looking for
Yeah. Like, okay, someone's banging crazy at the door. Like, you can die first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it ended up being her. Somehow she found like where we used to live, and she was banging on the door. She was like, "I know you're in there," and he was like, "Yeah." Like, he opened the door. He was like, "What are you doing here?" And she was like, "Where's Laura? Where's Laura? I want to see her." And mind you, she's like, well, I mean, she's not that far along, but she was maybe like a month pregnant at this time. And so I was like, what the heck? I was like waiting and like listening to this whole thing. And he was like, "You better leave now or I'm leaving you and that kid." And I'm like, ooh.
Oh my God.
Ruthless.
I'm like, ooh, like, that's all yours.
You can have him.
Yeah. Like, I don't want
At
that.
that point, I would have just been like, both y'all need to leave.
Yeah.
Both at my house. So.
Mhm,
No, for
but
real.
she was trying to fight me. Like, what you mean? Get your mans. He was trying to get his stuff out.
How are you trying to fight when you're pregnant?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
I mean, they're
I mean, to me, that
hormones.
just shows me what type of parent you're about to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
It was crazy. I mean, she is younger than us. He's like 1 year older than me, and she was like maybe like at the time she was 21 or 22. So
So, what did he give you a reason why he cheated?
well, our relationship was pretty bumpy. We had like arguments, but like it wasn't really healthy
Mm-hmm.
because when we argued, we didn't really solve the problem. Like we kind of like forgave each other, but it was like something that kept reoccurring and like getting brought up in future arguments, which would like, I don't know, it didn't really.
Instead of solving the problem, you guys just more along just vocalized
Yeah, like it was kind of like kicked under the rug, and then you know, like, oh, it's under the rug, found it again.
Yeah.
So he, because of that, I felt like he maybe felt like he needed to find something somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought like he had the time to do it, but he did.
So let's say, name me 3 things that you think you could have did better in the relationship, and 3 things he could have did better in the relationship that you think might have actually kept you guys together.
I think being with him, I was insecure. So like I could have been, one of the things I could have been better at would be like maybe like not controlling, but like nagging him all the time. Cause like we did live together. So I was like, maybe like you could do the dishes for once or like do laundry, you know, help me out.
Who paid majority of the bills?
We did 50-50.
50-50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe another thing that I could have worked on was loving myself more.
Mm-hmm.
Because that like ties into the insecurity as well. He was technically my first boyfriend. We did break up and then we got back together. I mean, we both dated other people in between that. But definitely more life experiences as well. Like, we were pretty young. So just a lot I could work on.
What about yourself? You have any crazy relationship stories?
I actually feel like I don't. Like I was sitting here thinking
Uh-oh.
like crazy relationships. I mean, I've been in like 3 relationships.
Mm-hmm.
They've been with girls. I date girls. So yeah.
Just girls, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in high school I dated a guy, but that was in high school. Look,
That didn't count.
that didn't count. But no, I would say like for me craziest would be like for me experiencing was like I never knew like anxiety could be a thing, like separation anxiety. So I had to experience that with somebody in a relationship before, and it was like I guess that goes off of insecurities too, or I don't know what it came off of, but it was more so like when we met, everything was good, and then it got to a point where I had to go to dance practice, I do this and this, and she's like blowing up my phone and da 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 da.
Oh, so she was more or less
like
dealing with the separation anxiety, and you were like,
and I was like, I'm trying to like I'm here for it,
Yeah.
but like I'm
You're
actually
trying to
doing
live in
stuff
your-
for me,
yeah.
yeah. Like
it's not like you're just going to the store, or
right,
something
and
like that.
then
You're
for
actually
so
doing
but for her
something.
it was just like she still couldn't like find my reasoning, not my reason, but like my mindset. I was like, I'm actually like doing stuff, and she's just like, oh, but like
So
she's
at the end of
actually
the day,
going
she
crazy.
was selfish.
But like she would tell me like, and that's what I thought, but she would tell me like, no, like there's times where she's like throwing up, like she's sick to the stomach, like she needs me like right there.
Oh, that's codependency.
And she's like, this is separate. Like she was like, I like think it's like actual separation anxiety type thing.
She needs
So that was like
counselor.
Yeah, no, that was crazy to me. But I could say we didn't, after we broke up or whatever, we came back. We did get back together years later, and it was like 10 times better. Like the anxiety was like gone, and I thought she realized, because she was talking to other people, and realized like it's kind of a good thing that you're busy. Like, you know what I mean? Because like,
so what do you think changed that made it better the second time around?
I want to say maybe it was like her experimenting with other people before getting to me. Like
she had more experience.
More,
now.
yeah, and she's like, okay, well, now that I think about it, this was actually something, and I was like making it into.